The man throwing up his guts.
What's the hardest, sort of, apart from Cooper's crosses, that you've had to sort of modify or make without any real guidance as to what it, without like a real clothing thing to use as an example?
Question.
Trying to think of my costume.
Well, I don't use patterns at all. The toughest costume I made was actually with a pattern. I do not use patterns. That was an Oron High School subject. That was very hard.
I think for me it's probably Muto from Princess Tutu because he has like these weird wing things on his shoulders, and then the wings themselves, and the weird skirt thingy. Yeah, it was complicated, and I don't know why I tried making it amazing on. So
I can't remember my costume. I say a lot of props, like a lot of minor props, because I don't pay special attention to actual garments, just because I know I have no real chance of making them correctly. So I mean, like, figuring out these took me 2 tries. Initially, I just took like thick pieces of fabric and wrapped them around, and then I was just walking through the mall one day, and I was thinking, I wonder if I could get like foamy cups and use them. So that's what I did. I cut out foamy cups and I used them as sort of like a base, and then I put the fabric back over it. They have foamy cups. They're like cup holders, foam cup holders. A lot of wigs I have to sort of MacGyver together. My first time using wire, I just assumed it would work. I had no reference to go off of. That was for Fakir. Princess Tutu, curse. It was for Fakir from Princess Tutu, and I just sort of figured, I was just thinking about it, I was like, if I tuck the wire into the wig and put some tape over it, actually no, I didn't think about that part first. That's the hand of myself. And then if I just sort of take the hair and get some glue flash, spray it onto the wire, it'll hold. It did. And then I wrapped it, I just put the wire from the inside the wig. I did not put tape directly inside. So I put the wig on. I was like, ugh! What is this pain? The wire sticking into my head. Same with the pigtail wig I did for Ryan. I was like, I don't want to tie it up and pigtails. I have to do wet or something. And I don't like doing that. So I was just like, I wonder if I could just take 2 extensions and make a little like prong for them and just stick them on. So I ended up sort of gluing a bunch of extensions together and just sort of like inserting them on. That worked fine. And then I decided to do the arms, like the sort of, you might have it, Titus, that little shell-like gauntlet thing he has. I tried doing that by just, exactly. With mine, I got a glove, and I got the piece of crap foam I'd made, and I was just like, fucking, my face. I was sitting there gluing it onto my arm, and my friend Khalid was just sort of looking at me like that. She's like, you really shouldn't be doing that. No, there's no other way. I'm turning back now. My arm is scalded to death. So, most of the time, if I don't know how to do something, I try to do it in the most aggressive manner I possibly can.
The orange-haired guy in the back.
Are there any costumes that you found have like just fallen apart, gone completely to pieces?
Like all of them. Every single cosplay eventually turns. That's why you don't see me wearing a few of them, because they break. Luffy, which really should not have broken at all, no longer fits me because my shoulders broadened to an extent to which I cannot fit myself into that cosplay anymore. Squall, I really liked my Squall cosplay, but I tried fitting it on recently, and my hand now cannot reach all the way through the sleeve. Don't know how I made it that small to begin with the first time, so I had to, of course, throw that one out. That one also fell apart while I was wearing it because I'd glued leather onto leather for the pockets because they don't actually make pockets, they're making pockets. And they just fell off, like straight away, as soon as we got to the convention. Shuichi, I decided to double-side tape the collar on separately. I didn't know how to make collars, so I was like, hey, it'll work. And of course, it separated from the actual outfit, so it just looked like I was wearing a dog collar. Nobody noticed, but I did, so that costume went in the trash. There must be a disaster one that happened. Oh, yeah, I was, but these pants, I bought them online, so I don't know why they ripped, but it was one of my first conventions, I was Naruto. I decided to enter a box race with Valkyrie, because we thought that'd be so funny. I was really competitive about it, we were in the finals, and it was like, ready, set, go. I went with a huge burst of energy, and then I heard, all the way down the seams. And then Valkyrie comes over, throws her attached cloak over me, and then walk out of the con with shame because my pants had just ripped in front of 50 plus people. It's the only real wardrobe malfunction I've had. Most of my cosplays, instead of taking them off, I just rip them off. I get frustrated pretty easy, and I don't. There's a lot to be said about making your cosplays with an escape route. I mean, if you can put it on, great, but getting it off that's the line between wearing it once and wearing it other times. Because Black Star was all glued on, and I could only wear that once because it was all glued on.
I haven't really had a lot of costumes fall apart on me. I think the only one that actually did was Delando. I wore that to Anime Evolution. It was the hottest day of the year.
Tell them from the beginning.
I will. It was all leather, multiple layers, so I was pretty disgusting by the end of the day. We were making the armor the night before. Okay, fine. I was sewing the jacket. He was making the armor.
Delando, I have no idea. I'm so proud of that armor.
And I decided I would try modifying it. Yeah, I wound up wrecking it. And I woke him up at 5 a.m. and was like, we have to go to Home Depot.
She tried to paint in the black parts of his armor. I was just going to use